What's cracking, guys? I've got an update video. This is pretty much just going to be me talking for a while. I already recorded this, but it was over 20 minutes long, and my GoPro decided to split it up into more than one video, so I'm just re-recording it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to tell you guys about competitions I'm going to. This summer so far, I've got Northern Virginia Summer 2019, which is happening this weekend on Saturday. I'm only going for Saturday. And it's in Fairfax, Virginia at George Mason University. So I'm competing in all the events there except for blind and FMC, which are on the second day. And I also don't do blind and FMC at all, so I won't be doing those at Nats, but I'm doing all other events except for Pura. And then after that, I've got Rally in the Valley, which is a few days before Nats, and then Nats. And like I said, I'm doing everything but blind and FMC and Pura Minx because I am really bad. So I guess mains now that I'm going to be using this summer. 2x2, probably the Wapo M and the Volk 2M, the Angstrom Wapo M actually. I'll be using these together. I don't really know which one is my main, they're both really good. I get good times with both of them. The Wapo M is what I have my PB on, but the Volk 2M is good as well. So right now I just want a PB that's a PB single and a PB average that aren't bad. Right now mine are bad. I want a sub 2 single, like finally, and probably a sub 3.5 average. But if I learn any algs pretty much, I should be able to be sub 3 fairly easily. So we'll see what happens there. 3x3. I've got 4 cubes that I'm going to be using probably. I've got, first up, this MF3RS2M that I made yesterday, which is really good. I really like it. I magnetized this yesterday, and I also helped to magnetize someone's MF3RS3, and that was really good as well. But this is really good so far. It hasn't really been set up, which, by the way, lubes, weight 3, D&M, silk, lube 1, those are really what I use. But even without much setup, it's really good. It's really just tensioned right now, and I put a logo on it and magnets. Also, this boron SM that I made like a while ago, probably 8 months ago, September maybe, I made this, and then I didn't really use it for a while because the stickers aren't legal. But if I buy new stickers, it's fairly likely that I'll use this for at least a little bit. I do really like it. It's not fully boron, but about half of each piece is boron. It gives a good feeling and all that. Also, this Volk 3M that used to be an angstrom cube, but I had to clean it out and reset it up, and it's good. This is actually the cube I set my PB average on, PB average and single, which are both really bad, and I really need to get better ones soon. But hopefully I can do that at some point. Yeah, it's good. And then lastly, the GAN X. It's not a super great cube for me, not a super bad cube. It's kind of one of those cubes that I use every once in a while, but I don't quite use it enough to main it. I also need to clean it out, and right now it's just got some weight 3 in it, and it's kind of slow. But if I clean it out and reset it up, it should be better. So yeah, you'll probably, if I upload any 3x3 averages, it'll probably be these 2 that I'm using, and then the 2 GAN cubes I'll also be using at some point, most likely. Oh, and I guess averages that I want now, within the next, like, 8 months maybe, I want to get a sub 8 average of 5, and I really want to get a sub 6 single at some point, which should be pretty easy if I just don't fail. There were multiple solves that had I either gotten any kind of skip or didn't fail, they could have been a 5. Like I got OLL skip into U-perm once, at like 5.2, but I kind of did a U2 and then misrecognized and all that, so that was kind of sad, but whatever. Sub 8 average, sub 6 single at some point within the next year, I'd say, maybe 8 months. Whatever. 4x4, right now I'm going to use the Alsa GTS2M. I might have my backup as the Angstrom Wucho AM, but I have to reset that up because it kind of died. Right now this is pretty slow, so I'll probably add a little bit of D&M, but maybe loosen it a little bit. It's pretty good right now. It's got me on my PBs. I'd say that my goals for the next couple of competitions would be to get a sub 30 single and somewhere close to a 36 average. I don't really know. I can get that pretty consistently at home, but I don't practice 4x4 a ton, so it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, I'm doing a competition in my hometown at some point in the fall, September or October, and I'm hoping to get at least 3, 4, and 6x6, and also a few side events, probably OH as well. So I'll put a link to that competition whenever I have it actually finalized. We're still looking at a date right now, and then after that, planning should go pretty smoothly. But aside from Nats, Rally in the Valley, and Fairfax, that's going to be one of the competitions I have in the future. Alright, 5x5. This event, not that I don't care about it, but I definitely don't think it's quite as fun as some of the other ones, at least right now, just because I don't practice it as much, so I don't feel as confident in it. I'm definitely using either my 5x5, my Angstrom Wushuang M that was set up by Brandon Nunez, who pretty sure he's still top 10 in the world, and it's really good. We had to clean it out at Penn and lube it, and then I tried using it there, and it wasn't broken in or anything, so it was kind of bad, but it's really good now. 4x4 and 5x5, if I get the Volk 5 or Volk 4, I don't know if those will be really good or not. I might switch to those if they are, but right now these are my mains. And then aside from this Brandon setup, Wushuang, I have the Aoshuang GTSM. Funnily enough, both of my comp PBs are set in the Aoshuang, but it wasn't my Aoshuang, it was someone else's Aoshuang. And my PB single, I tend to get a lot of weird lockups on here, and it probably could have been like a 108 if I didn't get a bunch of lockups, because the edges were really easy. It was like a free edge and block pairs and all that. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to get in the future, sometime soon, a sub 110 or 105 single and a sub 120 average at least. But if I practice enough, I could probably get that down even faster. I want to be better by Nats, so I could be. Alright, 6x6, the Shadow, it's really good. I love it. Right now my PB single and average are really close, and they are both not that great. So I'd say that by the next few comps, because I've been practicing a lot of 6x6 recently, I want to get a sub 220 single and a sub 230 mean, and those would be okay for me. Right now my PB single is like 250 something, and I know that it seems like a big drop, but I haven't really done a comp where I've been practicing 6x6 consistently for any amount of time. I never practiced 6x6 up until about a month ago, so the fact that I even have sub 3 mean is good, and qualifying, that's pretty good, but I know I can do better. 7x7, Haze 7M, it's awesome, it's good. Unless I get some sort of really good Spark M, this will most likely be my main going into Nats. And I say that for the next few competitions that I go to, my goal would be to break my PBs, but in the future, I would want a sub 320 single, sub 330 mean maybe, but it depends on how much I practice. I'm saying that with the intent of practicing a lot, but I very well may not, so whatever. Mega, right now this is my kind of bad Galaxy V2M, that the magnets are really weak and I tend to lock up on this, so I know that a lot of my times could be better, and I'm planning to get the Galaxy V2LM at some point, so I'll probably end up using that, or if I don't get it, I'll probably use someone else's. And I guess that my goals for whatever, sub 105 single, sub 120 average, maybe sub 115 average. I really just have to get used to practicing with Mega, because right now it's not too fun to solve on with this, but if I practice more I can be better. Pretty much the same for all of these events. Pyraminx, I never practiced this. The only solves I really do are in comp. I don't even know like the last layer algs, and I'd say that my goal, Rally in the Valley has Pura, and it's after the qualifying time that you can qualify for Nats. So I'd say that what I want to do is get a sub 5 Pura average at Rally in the Valley, but not have qualified for Nats, just because I want to do that for fun. I don't know, like that's kind of, I don't want to qualify for Nats, but I want to get a good Pura average, if that makes sense. And really all I have to do is practice, because right now my session, the CS timer, has like 1 or 2 solves on it. Alright, oh yeah, this is the bell. This is my, according to Corey Yurkovic, the best Yukshin Little Magic Squan he's ever tried. So thanks, Corey. Oh wow. This is literally just, I haven't done anything with it, no tension change or anything. I just took it, opened it up like that, and just squared it in weight 3, and then broke it in. And the day after I did that, I didn't get an average at all. That was also at Fairfax, but that was like a month ago, a month and a half ago. And then at George School Open, which was about a week later, I got a 29 average, which is my PB average. And it was a 9-second drop from my official PB before, and qualified me for Nats. So now that I have time, I think I'll just take Jackie's advice. Jackie has scored a 1 world record, by the way. He told me to just learn AUX for score 1, and yeah, if I have time to do that, I will. But I also want to learn CLL for 2x2, and I want to finish COLL for 3x3. So, yeah, I don't know. And lastly, Scube. This is a wingy that I set up. I guess that my goal would be to finish learning Sarah's Intermediate, and then get maybe a sub 6 average if I do that. But I'm not even sure what comps I have that have Scube. I could learn it before Nats to have qualified and then do well there. But really, these events I don't care about. 2x2 is meh. And really the only ones that I want to get better at now are big, like 6 and 7 and 5. And then 3 and 4, I really just want to get an average as close to my average at home, because I keep either choking, failing, or getting bad solves, whatever. So, yeah. I guess that there's not much more to update you on. I haven't really been looking at the camera at all, but I don't care. You can still hear me, hopefully. And I guess if you like this kind of chill style where I just talk and spin around in this chair for like 15 minutes, let me know by either commenting or liking. Hopefully you don't dislike, because that would make me sad. But yeah, I'll probably upload some big solves and maybe do some sort of thing like road to sub 1 on 5x5, because that would be cool. Road to sub 30 on 4x4, because that would also be cool. I really just need to practice 4x4 more. I have several sub 30 singles, and my single in comp really seriously could have been sub 30, but I choked on the last F2L pair and then choked during last layer. And also had a PLL parity. Like all my PBs have had PLL parity since I started 4x4. And if you look at my results for 4x4, and also like, what else? Like for multiple events, I just had like the worst averages you could think about. Like I got a 1 flat 4x4 average at my first comp, and then by my next comp, which was like a few months later, I was sub 50. And I didn't get a single solve above 50 until the Fairfax competition a month ago, where they were having some sort of like tribal dance meetup in the other room, and that really messed me up. I guess just being more consistent in general would be pretty cool. And also just getting better. I want to keep improving, like keep a steady improvement going, because they've started to flatten out, especially for 3x3. But I'm also like sub 9, I guess, so it's harder to improve after that. I guess that my overall goal in 3x3 is to get a sub 7 average at some point, which, I mean, it's possible. Other people have done it. It's not that hard. You just need to get good solves. And yeah, I just want to get faster. Alright, see ya.